Hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Rachna Khanna Singh. I'm a mental wellness expert and a relationship expert with Artemis Hospital in Gurgaon. And I'm the director of the Mind and Wellness Studio. I'm here today for the first episode of this wonderful show called Real Lives with Dr. Rachna Khanna Singh, where we are going to explore a journey of mental health, wellness, and relationships with the ground reality as to what is really happening on the ground. WHO just came out saying that loneliness is going to be one of the biggest challenging in the emerging few years. The rate of loneliness is as bad as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. And I have here these two brilliant ladies with me. I have Meeta Gudkutia, who's the co founder of Sipping Thoughts, Ferns and Petals, and the founder of Women Listed. And I have Ritu Rakheja,
Thank you
who
so much.
is a social media influencer, a lifestyle influencer, and an event planner. I'm so glad I'm here with you girls today because we're going to find out in every single field where are we going wrong, what are the gaps as far as mental health and wellness goes, and how are we going to bridge them. So Ritu, I want to know from you, first tell us a little bit about what do you do, so let people understand that.
So basically, I started with an event company. I'm an event curator by profession. But like you rightly said, after COVID, you know, everyone was just sitting in and everyone was just glued to the social media. So that's where I actually, decided to kind of become an influencer. That's where, it budded from. And now, like the minute the COVID has finished, of course, everything is back there and everything, but everything is virtual. So, what we do is we just kind of portray everything through the social media. I think when we get up in the morning, the first thing I pick up is my phone. I mean, of course, my work revolves around that. But then again, we all are just so glued. I don't think there's so many people who just watch the news or read the paper. It's just everything is social media
True.
based.
That's true.
Everything is on there.
So Ritu, what
It's
do
an
you?
addiction,
So
really.
you see the ground reality. I'm talking about all these big celebs saying I have depression, anxiety, or or there is a muddling of this real world with the
Yeah.
virtual world. What do you see on the ground reality? You see these events every day. You see the changing face of
Four a day at
partying.
least.
Meeta, there's a changing face of
Yeah.
partying, right? How parties used to be earlier and now they're different. Ritu, what do you
So
say
the
about it?
social scene has just changed. So, it's just totally different. Like, even if I talk about myself, I'd go to a get together. Maybe I had like 8 or 10 friends, a few years ago. I had that bonding with them. I mean, this is coming right from the heart. Like, I'd go, I wanted to look forward to meeting them, having an interaction. There was a bond. It would be quality time spent together. But now it's more like you just want to go because you want to be seen. Everyone, if someone just comes to me, they just want a selfie, or maybe it's just a profile I have. It's really fake. I mean, I would, okay, fine, they admire me for whatever work I do. Yes, I work really hard to, make my name and get and maintain
Of
my
course.
profile. But then again, that personal bonding and touch, it's
Is
just
going
lost.
down. So I think
No one is really
what
having
do
a
you
good
say,
time at
Meeta?
a
You said
party.
you're also
So I am
part of
also
this.
like
Yes,
I
all
run
of us are actually.
content platforms, huge platforms.
Yes.
My life is like I know that I give myself excuse that I am on social media because I want to get content, what is happening around. I want to be.
Course. That's what I
It's
do. It's like, if you're
but
following me, it's
it's
what's
somewhere it
hot.
keeps you hooked, and then you realize how much time you're spending on social media.
Yeah.
And for sure, I know it's not healthy. It's
Screen
not
time
healthy.
is just going up
Yeah.
for everyone.
And so
There's
when
so many
screen time
downsides
goes,
of
yeah,
that.
so when screen time
Yeah.
goes up, the time with self and the time with family,
Family.
and the actual, we only have so many hours a day. I think we're just driven by, you enter a place and it's all about pictures. People forget to say hello, how are you, and
No
forget to
one's really
ask you
enjoying
how.
the party.
Yeah, no one's.
It's just, you're just, okay, let me get a picture with this one, tag, this one will follow me, I'll get mileage. It's
Acha, I
just
have a
about that.
question.
It's so fake.
Who made this? Like out of all of us, it's us. I feel that somewhere we have made this.
No, I very much reflecting to what you're saying, that how has this happened? this has happened because we have a deep need for validation. And this has also happened because all of us have a deep need for love.
Of course.
So people, unfortunately, have started to translate these likes on social media to understanding that someone's validating them or someone's loving them more because they're getting more likes. I think another thing is that yes, our greed is widening. Also, I think our impatience, the levels, our tolerance levels are lower. Definitely, the way the social media is running today, the impatience levels are going up. Today, everything is on a swipe. I can order my food in a 30 seconds, 1 minute. I can order a date in 2 minutes. So,
There's so many
everything is
apps.
a Maggie,
So you look at it, na? Earlier content, we used to consume content on YouTube for half an hour.
Yeah,
Easily.
yeah.
Now it
Reels.
became 8 minutes. Now it has become 2 minutes. Now it
30
is 20
seconds.
seconds span.
Yeah.
Like it's this, now it is coming down that if you're scrolling up, I think it's 2 seconds or something. So you can imagine that within 20 years of
So the
our
attention
gonna
span
happen?
has gone down like
Down.
anything. So thereby my attention span to even maintain my relationships, my prime relationship has definitely gone
patience
down,
levels really
right? So what I want to understand from you is, Ritu, that what are the challenges you as now a career woman, what do you think you're facing? And with this big tag of being this huge social media influencer.
So basically, like, it's not easy for anyone to kind of balance, the career and family. But I just personally feel that, my kids were younger, they needed me. So I've brought them to an age where they're happy to be on their own, they're independent, and I've trained them. And after that, I just felt that, at this age, I feel I'm also answerable to my own self, that what am I? What have I done? But because I was so caught up with bringing up my children and looking after my husband, now I've just kind of, tried to concentrate on my own self. But it's not easy, like you
And
said,
how,
because
what challenges do you face at home with the kids, with your husband, if I may ask?
yeah, so it's like literally like I've learned over the time. That's why I brought up the 9 to 12 kind of putting the phone away.
So you have a rule at home?
Yeah, I had to, because I was just so much into my work that I was kind of forgetting that, they're still there. They need me. They're used to that. And I have actually
Moved on.
changed. I'm changing as a person. Am I being too selfish? Sometimes I also ask myself that, because they're still looking out for the same
Mother.
same wife who was there maybe 3 years ago, like you said, because the career is demanding.
And
The
social
line
media is an addiction.
It is.
It is an
Absolutely.
addiction. You know, people can't sleep at night without scrolling. So understanding that today technology, whether it was the digital platform, whether tomorrow it's AI, whether day after, I don't know what it's going to
Be
be,
something else.
but something is going to take us and drag us down that road. But I think the important thing is to understand that how important our relationships are. And that's when we were talking about the need for validation, which is right now coming from these followers and likes, and which is all right, it's okay. But never to forget that the real validation comes from internal validation. From
No one is
self.
your friend out
Yeah,
there.
yeah. And
Ultimately, you're coming back home to the people you love. That's what counts.
But at the
At the
same
end of the
time,
day.
when you are getting so much likes and validation outside, whatever you get at home, I think it looks lesser, because the heavyweight outside, 250 likes,
So-
2,000 likes.
so
But the day we understand that
we are coming
how
back.
fake that world is.
And I
It
think
is.
I
don't know half my followers. I don't know who they are. Being honest with you
Absolutely.
there.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
true.
I could have so many, 200,000 plus. I don't know them.
Absolutely.
That's true. You know, Ritu, very, very candidly and very beautifully put, that effectively we all need to come back to grassroots. And it's the family. And, Meeta, like what you said, that, we're getting dragged in, and you're saying that, our horizons are expanding, and we're saying the grass is greener always there.
Yeah.
But I'm saying the grass is greener where we water it.
Actually, none of us could write down that, okay, these are the to-do list or very fine line that let's do this.
Meeta, addressing what you're saying, that let's come up with some quick solutions and some real-time solutions where we can say, what can I do? So Ritu, what would you say? What do you think we should do now that we understand that what's out there. It's a sea. So how do I clip it, and how do I in day to day practice, how do I make this work?
Like I said, it's just about creating a balance. That's all. And we have to do it for ourselves. No one's
So
going
I
to do
like
it
the
for
fact
us.
Although, what
Things.
would you say if we were to give all our listeners some sort of crisp solution, saying that how are we going to balance? We keep talking about balancing life with social media, balancing life in general, work-life balance. We're all talking about balance all day long, mind-body equilibrium, balance. What would you say?
No, I think I'm scared. I will not say that there is a solution. And social media is scary. It's consuming a lot of time, of my individual time. I know there are times when I'm doing a conversation, me or my spouse, or we have to ask for attention. It could be anything, watching a show, could be distracted mind. Maybe that is how fast-paced life, not just social media, but it's doing to our lives. And I feel
The
that
drift.
yeah, it's taking you away from your core values,
Yeah.
core lifestyle. I could be mindful for using it lesser certain days. I could
Yes.
get swayed away
So
certain days.
Available.
So ladies, I think what we understand, that how am I going to balance? So Ritu, what I understand from you, the balance, of course, is a key.
That's key. Yeah.
I'd say boundaries also, drawing some boundaries
Yeah.
where how much can I do, how much can't I do. I think if every day, if I were to ask, or every couple of days, if I were to ask that question to myself, that where do I stop? How much can I do? I would like to just, put this together and say that, creating some specific boundaries for self, whether it's your 9 to 12 rule at night,
Yeah.
or for somebody saying that, you know what, I don't want to wake up in the morning and the first thing I don't want to see is use the phone. I think everybody needs to find their mantra for a digital daily detox. I think we need a daily digital detox. We cannot be spending 4 hours on our phone scrolling. We need to cut down mindfully that time. Secondly, I think we constantly talking about loving ourselves, loving people around us, the validation. So I think too, working on your self-worth, now whether those are things which we hear every day about, being a part, keeping mindfulness a part of your daily regime, keeping some meditative techniques, making sure that you're, even simply exercising, your serotonin flow, versus sitting on a couch and just letting, just scrolling and watching content. So I think these few things will help us somewhere create some balance.
Absolutely, I
Do
agree.
you agree? Yeah.
So each person needs to find their own, each person needs their own mantra. Look in yourself, look inside, see what works and what doesn't work. Balance is a very individual word. Knowing yourself better is going to help create some boundaries, going to help create some balance for self and the people around you. Loving family and loving your friends around, knowing who are your real friends, I think that is something we should never let go. And holding each other, giving a hug, I think that is something we should never let go. Keeping your life as real as possible,
Yeah, that's very
that
important.
is very, very important. Thank you, ladies, for being here. What a beautiful, candid
you so much,
conversation.
yeah.
And I thank our gift sponsors, which is Holy Shrine Incenses. And they actually make floral incense, and they empower women in the villages, and they make the incense from the pure floral extract.
Beautiful.
So
Looks
lovely
lovely,
to
yeah.
have this for you, Ritu.
Thank you so
And
much for the honor.
there's Ahoy, which is a superfoods brand, and they bought matcha tea into the
Something that
country.
we all need.
Yes, we all
all
need.
the time.
And they're available on Flipkart and Amazon. Thank you guys so much, and thank you, ladies, for being here.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you so
It was a
much.
pleasure.